play quickly. So let me quickly pop on over. You know that this was unplanned because if I show you my player, myself, I've not got an X-Wing t-shirt on. So where's that light reflection coming from? What's that reflecting from? Well, that'll be that up there, like reflected. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's trippy. Okay. Yeah. So I've not even got an X-Wing t-shirt on today. So that's how you know this was an unplanned matchup. But anyway, let's move on over to the. Thank you for joining us. If you are there, I've not got any idea right now. I'll be getting onto the chat very shortly. So Fitzgerald Ferrando from Toulon, France, on the left side of the screen playing the red ships, although we're not meant to change his bases to kind of hurry things along. He's playing a Darth Vader with fire control system, proton rockets, afterburners, and hate. Wait. Okay, I have a different time on my table. I think I started at the same time. It's more or less the same. Okay. Let me just quickly start the timer as well then. 15 down to 30. And we'll start. Yeah, so Fitzgerald is playing Darth Vader with fire control system, proton rockets, afterburners, and hate, and Rex Labath with Duke, advanced sensors, and proton rockets. On the other side of the table, we've got Romain Pierron from Bourg-en-Bresse, France. He's playing L337 in the escape craft. Two Black Suns assassins with crack shots. And Ketsu Onyu with Fearless and Shadow Casting. Where's my iPad? Right, so that's them getting underway. Let's move on over to the main table camera. I'm doing that in a silly way, but that'll do. Okay, put this in here. Just press it down, and then I get onto chat. How come I couldn't find that before? I'm on the right channel. Yes, I am. Although my Twitch app isn't telling me that I'm online. Come on. Now I am. Yeah, they've got their asteroids set out now. And both players seem to have deployed in opposite corners of the board. I guess those Star Vipers want to try and get through those asteroids to kind of flank Vader and Brexler, but Vader and Brexler are pretty maneuverable. They're going to be able to make it through those rocks with no big difficulty. The ship that's going to have the biggest problem here is going to be Ketsu. As I say, the rest of the ships want to get. Oh, I've not synced up the shield, so it's all coming out like it's already half dead. Hang on a sec. There we go. Okay, so Ketsu is one of the least maneuverable ships on the board, and all the other ones want to be getting into the middle of the rocks for the advantage of their maneuverability and being able to take a little bit more advantage on the defense, on the defense. Not made it sound more like it was a fence. So hello, thank you for joining us. I can see you are. There are some people in the chat, and yes, both players. And it looks like Ferrando. How come on? All right, okay. Both players are 3-1 record, so playing with the opportunity to go into the cut. Not many players here in Day 1A, being a Friday. And being in Lyon and not in Paris, as they normally have the French Championships, because there's a kind of a games expo happening here, so they wanted to get involved with that and promote that, and so I think they only had like 25 players for participation today. Yeah, so there's that. Thank you all for joining us. This is going to be an interesting weekend. It's the first weekend. It's the first major tournament since the new wave landed. So we're going to be looking forward to getting some of those ships in over the next few days. Let me see if I can plug my phone into charge as well. When we finish in about an hour, I won't have any battery left when we leave. This accessory may not be supported. Yeah, okay, right. So yeah, both players playing for the opportunity to stay in the cart, as I believe they're having a 5-1. They're having a 4-1 record progression for the top cart, but that's still going to leave not many players. Let me see if I can get an actual player count. Well, no, there's too much going on right now, so I'll just give it a wait. Yeah, like I say, this is kind of a bonus round, so there's not going to be too much information about how things are actually going. I do know there's only one player that's undefeated right now, as far as I'm aware, and so he's playing off against one of the 3-1s, Nicolas Durand, Eldred, if you've seen him on Reddit. One of the most prominent members of the French community. I think he was captain. He's captain of Team France from the XTC as well. Yeah, and ooh. Okay, so but the Imperials here deciding that they're going to take full advantage of their speed to try and force Ketsu into a harder turn than what she would have wanted for the next round, as they've kind of moved into that asteroid field. So now she's going to have to pull herself around a lot harder than she would have done before. She's only really got those 2 and 3 turns, and 3 turns blue. She's going to end up on the gas cloud. And she might lose her action, right? The gas cloud. Where's the gas cloud? Dials go down. So yeah, Fitz has got it pretty clear where he's trying to get to. He's trying to get as far behind them as possible. He's going to take full advantage of those boosts and full throttle maneuvers, 5s, 4 straights, 3 banks. Here with Rexler's probably going to be doing a 3 bank, maybe even boosting to get a little bit further across the bottom edge of the board, and causing Romain to have to turn harder and basically making Ketsu into his point ship at the moment, as those Star Vipers have been caught a bit out of position, as it were. He's currently got that turret arc facing forward.
Je suis désolé. Y a pas de souci. Ça va m'arriver à un moment donné, moi aussi. Putain, ça prend du temps. Puis d'autant plus si je me trompe de roulette.
Yeah, I think it's taking a lot more for Romain to plan his maneuvers for this turn, as he's kind of got himself into a poor position. The Darth Vader and Rexler came full throttle down that board edge in this round, and now he's got to pull off some hard turns to the right to at least try and chase the engagement. L337 clears the stress with a 2 bank to the right. No.
Non, pas ça. C'est coordination, mais pas ça. Fais ce que t'avais poussé. Link focus.
No, that's the one. No, it's just a white maneuver. So if not, it'd have probably bumped on Ketsu, I guess. using those curly barrel rolls to get into a more favourable position to be able to chase the Imperials in the next round. Yeah, and Ketsu parks herself on the gas cloud. Right, let me know if anybody's seeing any problems with the stream. So it looks to me like it's frozen, and I guess it's just my software. I guess it's my app. It just seems to do this. But it's not coming up with a play button or anything. It's doing this in Poland as well. Yeah, thank you very much for letting me know. First, I want to thank you for... Yeah, thank you. You're very welcome. And we'll boost into the focus. Yeah, it's very... Managed to get a lot more room to free up some space to get Ketsu around by freeing up some position with the Black Sun Assassin. Now, combat. With 3 hits, well, 2 in the focus, I guess. No, that was 3 hits and 1 becomes a crit for the targeting computer. You've got 1, 2 evades and a focus. I can't see his shields. It looks like he took one off. I can see his shields, but they don't seem to be. Awesome. Cool. So yeah, late night X-Wing here. It's like coming up to like 10 p.m. It's just gone 10 p.m. And we're playing the last round of the day. They started at 2 p.m. Huh? It's a nice afternoon X-Wing Grand Championship. No results on the attack dice there from Ketsu. Rexler gets 1 hit. And he jukes away one of the evades to take a last shield. Fitz was famous for playing the defender lists at the end of first edition. Went to the Coruscant Invitational. I could even tell you what list he had on the Coruscant Invitational if you wanted. I've still got it saved on my own account where I did a huge database. So 1 evade, 1 focus, 2 blanks against 1, 2, 3, 2 and a crit. So uses the force and takes just 1 shield from Vader. 2 forces and then recovers 1. And back to dials. So yeah, like I say, they've got themselves into a difficult position in the scum list now. I've got to get this list to download correctly, because otherwise I'm gonna let me go close that. That button. No, that's not what I want. One of those settings or something. Move that up there. There is. Settings. Download all card images. 2. Oh gosh, it's going to take ages. Yeah, we've got a very strange internet connection. It's okay, it's running 5 out of 600, 6 out of 600. It's going to take a while. And I'll have to make sure I reset all the data from the last tournament I had, which was in the hyperspace trial in Valencia. Reset the top cut, so I don't have that showing up later. That's all good, everything's okay there, and the yellow player has the initiative, so. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend. The first Grand Championship since the new wave landed. Everyone complaining about new wave landing. Everyone complaining about certain ships there. Be interesting to see tomorrow how many power lists show up and how things do. What I will tell you is there's a lot of high caliber players have been playing today when there's been a lot less players to take part in. We had Pierron, Conrado, Nicola Durand is currently playing. Fitzgerald, Ferrando is playing. Let me see who else I recognise over there at those tables. Well, it looks like just those three, but like I say, heavy players taking advantage of the fewer players, the lesser turnout for the day 1A, to kind of trying to secure a more secure win. But it's not that easy. It ends up being a lot harder in smaller tournaments to make it through on undefeated records. You've got the problem that you have to end up running into is how you end up running into those higher players sooner because there's less players. Oh, you're taking pictures of me again. So if you imagine, like, so let's say here I've got like 3 world-class players have turned up for today's tournament, and there's like 20 players or something like that, 25 players in day 1A. So of course after the chance of you running into those players as time goes on becomes a lot more difficult. Yeah, we've got World Championships coming up soon as well, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with regards to those new lists. We're told there's rumours that there's supposed to be some sort of Nantex FAQ supposed to drop just before Worlds, so it's going to be very interesting to see what happens regarding that. I forgot I had to send a message. Let me see if I've still got time. I think I've still got time. What's that?
C'est bon. Tu stresses coordination?
Going 5-0, going 6-0 at a 46 Grand Championship. It's pretty big. It also depends on your community, obviously. Yeah, there's some difficulty there, but like for example, you know, when you've got the huge tournaments like the Milton Keynes System Open, where we had like 500, 600 players, or whatever it was, you know, you've got a much wider pool there. Yeah, there's still a possibility that you can run into like the 80 percenters, where it's more a question of how the game goes as to whether or not who wins, and that works. That can work in everyone's favour as well. When you've got less players, and obviously it depends on the caliber of your players, but obviously a Grand Championship, you're going to have high-level players. The Grand Championship means that when there's less players, the higher caliber of players means that you're more likely to run into hyper players in those earlier rounds.
finir le Starlighter.
Okay.
Donc oui, ça bump en fait. Ouais.
He tried to coordinate a boost to her.
Il avance quand même. Oui, non, mais oui, pardon. Je cherchais mon rail en fait.
No, she's moving. All right, yes, he's already finished all the maneuvers. Oh God.
Ça a avancé.
Okay. The Imperials just kind of edged forward. This is what they want. This is what they want to be. They want to be able to hit hard this round and then scoot through the back. And it looks like Romain has managed to pull off a block on Rexler, which is going to be a big win there for Ketsu because she's going to be able to track to him. I mean, the only thing he's got next to him is a gas cloud, though. So, but even so, tractoring him, so he'll be. Ooh. I'm not sure. Will he tractor beam him forward, so he ends up being not having arc on anybody? Vader goes straight over the gas cloud.
Qui font en début de phase de combat, toi? Comment? Est-ce que tu as des triggers en début de phase de combat? Non. Pas en début de phase de défense. Combien? Quand t'as le tonneau? Je peux l'enlever? Oui, vas-y.
So he tractor beamed him sideways, putting him right in front of range 1 of Ketsu. Now got range 1 shot on Rexler with all 3 ships. So Vader's going to fire on the Black Sun Assassin. I'm pretty sure he's got just the corner on the arc there. And there's 1 and 2 hits. Now returning fire, 4 blanks. Oh no, he gets 1.
À lui? Bah écoute, sur Ketsu, hein, vas-y.
No, nothing happening there. So there's 1, 2, and a crit, and spends the focus, takes just 1 damage card on Ketsu. Oh, bashing going on. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Finally gets a good roll against Rexler here. Rexler, 1, 2. Crack shot. So 3 go through, right? Or 2. 3 touches. 3 touches. Les 3 touches. There's another 2 crits and 2 blanks. And there's 2 blanks as well. So Rexler takes a pounding. Takes his first damage card. It's face up.
Non, il va mourir. Oui, je passe full blanc. Je veux dire, c'est mérité d'en prendre plein la gueule. Portée 3. Ah, c'est pas le bon crit du coup.
pull out the same one. Well, no,
Non, c'est bon les stats.
Use your own cards, use your own cards. You started with your cards, use your own cards, okay? Usar estas cartas.
Sí, sí,
porque empezaste así, ¿vale? Que no lo voy a darte un crítico que no tocaba, ¿vale?
Allez!
So the crit was a fuel leak. I forgot to use my damage cards. So as he, if he took the first card off of my damage deck, it ended up being a direct hit. So I've kept him. He's kept the fuel leak. There's something else. Well, whatever it is. Rex is there. Bam, 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 bam. Venting gas into space. Yeah, Rexler got completely fudged there as the Black Sun Assassin blocked him right into Ketsu's forward arc, where she could track to him. One less evade die, and 3 range 1 shots from the 2 Black Sun Assassins and Ketsu meant that Rexler was going to go down in a blaze of glory anyway.
Ah, par rapport à ton sort avancé, tu veux dire? Au lieu de faire sur le côté. Après, t'en finis pas? Non, si je finis sur le côté, je pense d'arrêter mes sorts. Ah, là! Ah non, mais enfin, bon, c'est pas grave, je fais n'importe quoi. Fatigue? Ouais.
Now that worked out a huge favour there for Romain to put himself in a winning position on this match, and Darth Vader against 4 scum ships is an uphill struggle no matter how way he's going to look at it for Fitzgerald, for Fitz. Okay. So he's coordinating another action to target lock to Ketsu this time. Why is Rexel not been removed? Oh, because he's not dead. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But has he not removed the base? It's hard to see because the shadow caster is that base might still be under there, and he's on 1 hull point. No, I don't see it. I don't see that base. We'll see now anyway.
Si j'éclaire un tonneau que ça passe par ça, ça ne passe pas, hein. Ça passe pas. Donc ça ne passe pas.
Ooh, so thank you for joining us for this surprise extra round. Like I said, the intention wasn't to stream today, but I managed to get everything set up before they'd started round 5, so we gave it a good old hit. As far as you're saying, Dutch, about stream jitters, Fitz is actually pretty experiment. It's has been on the stream several times. So I don't think that's the case. He's pretty confident about it. He's a good player as well. Just got outfoxed with that maneuver, getting blocked there, getting blocked right there. He got outfoxed. That's right. Well played to Romain as well for pulling it off. Yeah, Rexler's dead. Like doornails. Yeah, and basically the scum are now just setting up to give Darth Vader a pounding in the next round as well.
On peut tout enlever. Marque le vaisseau, c'est oui.
So Darth Vader's going to be playing for everything he's got. We've got one crack shot down. Yeah, might as well mark it off, right? That one gone.
Ils sont mes locks. Je cherche pas. Mes locks qui sont là. Je n'ai pas mis mon d'ailleurs.
So target locks on L337. He's got himself in a good position. He's out of arc of the Black Sun Assassins. Ketsu can't fire on him either. He's not able to get the tractor beam. So it's basically Vader on L337, and that's basically what Fitz wants to be able to do to get this game back. Is each round just make it about him versus one other ship, and it looks like he's in that. He's just got the bullseye on the corner of the base for Predator.
Sur sa tasse. Mais tu peux pas faire de tonneau au travers de... Mais je m'en fous, c'est pas de manœuvre. C'est un tracteur. Ah, c'est un tracteur. Tu as raison. Voilà. T'es juste ça. Bullseye. Ouais. Allez, on va essayer de rattraper tout ça. La torpille. Allez, 28, 27. T'es pas... Si, t'es monté.
Okay. So Vader firing L337. Fistful of dice. From 5 dice gets 2 focus results and 3 blanks. Rerolls for the target lock. Gets 2 and another focus. So 3 focus. Becomes 5 hits. 1 blank and an unknown result hidden behind the fighter, but that's going to be at least 4 damage going through on L337. So she's out of here. Oh, I'm taking him off Vader, dumbass. Look at the other side of the screen. Okay. It's always been difficult to do this, doing all 4 jobs at once. The guy who updates the overlay, the guy who does the commentating, the guy who changes the cameras, and... Okay, so... That kind of changed things a little bit now. He's taken away Romain's coordinate action. And if he can keep evading those arcs and maybe even get behind Ketsu and just pound a few shots into her before she can do anything, then he might be able to do something about the 2 Black Sun Assassins. Now, if I go back, I go Darth Vader. It's got that Talon roll, that free Talon roll would not be bad. Free Talon roll to the left. Would not be a bad place to be to go against Ketsu for the next round. Problem he's got is that there's those 3 big pounds there from Fitzgerald. Obviously frustrated. This is like the Grand Championship quickly slipping away. He's got the problem where he's got those gas clouds in that cluster in the middle of the board there. So it's just a question. They're not really that bothered by gas clouds. Star Viper's eagerly trying to pursue Vader there.
Ouais. Celui-là par exemple. Je suis bon. Ouais.
So with the second Black Sun Assassin being a bit more cautious, yeah, trying to block that Talon, well not block the Talon roll, but make sure if Darth Vader does pull off that Talon roll to the left, that he's still got an arc on him. And Ketsu's probably going to have to go for a Talon roll or something similar, right? Because she can't just sit there and just kind of allow Vader to get behind her. She's going to have to go for that 5k turn. Yep, there it goes. Alright, which means that Vader really wanted to just go 5 straight. Maybe even K-turn himself. Just and get a free shot off on... Yeah, he's gone for the Talon roll. Oh no! It's not bad. It just means he's going to get shot by the Black Sun Assassin that he wouldn't have been taken otherwise. And I think he's just out of range of Ketsu. No, I don't know. Maybe he's in range 3 there. If he goes backwards, then maybe he should be safe. Skip his action because he's gone over the gas cloud. He rolls forward with the Talon roll. And that might just have him just inside range 3, I think. Oh, he's going all in. He's going all in by boosting into the side arc, into range run of that Black Sun Assassin. This is the Black Sun, well, both Black Sun Assassins, no damage yet. This is the Black Sun Assassin that spent the crack shot. You've got there 2 focuses. Yeah, 2 focuses and a crit become 2 and a crit. And there is 1 evade, 1 focus, and a dice that's too shiny to see. But he's taking a face-up damage card, and that's a panicked pilot. Yep, this one. Panicked pilot. Whoosh. And there you've got 1 hit, 1 focus, and a blank. Yeah, he's getting re-rolled for the target lock. Gives him the same results. And Vader rolls an evade. So nothing to worry about there. He's going to get to... He's got to tank another shot from... He's gotten into range of all 3 of them here. So it's going to take a lot of work for him to stay out of this. One, 2, and something. And there's a focus, a blank, and an evade. Spends the force, right? He gets crack shot.
Non, c'est ici le crack shot. Crack shot, ça fait ça. Ouais, ça fait ça, crack shot. C'est chargement blanc. Enfin, c'est un annulateur. C'est un annulateur. En fait, du coup, celui-là n'existe pas. Enfin, en fait, on s'en fout. Enfin, tu fais ton truc. Ouais, ouais. De toute façon, c'est crack shot. C'est j'en prends un avec la force. Crack shot. Voilà, donc
And it turns out being just 1 damage exchanged. Oh no, it takes the damage card as well. I keep hitting one touche, 2 touches, 2 touches.
Et l'autre, tu peux pas. Et t'as plus de crack shot. J'ai plus de crack shot.
The touche, for those of you watching at home, touche is hit in French. Well, it's French for touch, right? But then that's what they're saying. They're saying, oh, they touched it. Yeah, both are 3-1. Both players are 3-1. Whoever wins this round goes through to the top cut on Sunday. Woof. So that. Okay. Now, black's an assassin. Signals loop. Yeah. Signal loop to the left. Okay, Ketsu moves up and bumps against the second black sun assassin. Obviously Vader's going to go for a blue maneuver here. Maybe if he went 3 straight and then he could boost, 3 straight. Then he could probably boost round to the right off his afterburner. Still got 1 charge left, doesn't he? Oh no, he's gone. Spends, recovers a force. Okay. 3 blanks and a focus. Romain not been having a favourable dice game. It's what he's still got the game in his hand, but like he's just not having luck with those dice. The dice are not doing any favours. 2 hits and a focus. Spends the target lock to repeat for another focus. So just 2 hits then on Vader. Vader rolls 3 dice, gets blank, focus, spends 2 force tokens to get the evades. And they go back to tiles. Uphill struggle here for Vader, but he's making a go of it. Still got 2 hit points left. The game's not over. Leur panique. Oh no, it wasn't. Sorry, it was Wounded Pilot, the crit. Okay. In fact, Fitz is using his Coruscant invitational damage deck from last October. So looks like probably a Talon roll again from Vader. Yeah. And maybe even another, using that last afterburners boost, yeah, to get himself right into that range 1 bubble on Ketsu. No arcs from Romain, and a full range 1 attack from Vader onto Ketsu. Ketsu with still 7 hull points left. So Vader firing. You get there 2 focuses and a hit. Spends the force tokens to get 3 hits. There's a blank and a focus, so 3 hits go through. On Ketsu, getting half points on the board for Vader. Should be down to, yeah, should be down to 4 hit points. Looks like he did have arc from that once he tracted that Black Sun Assassin, but there's no real thing he's going to be able to do against that. And there you go, back to dials. I'm just going to go. Oh, maybe I can see it on this camera. What? Oh, I'm hearing my iPad. Right, give me a sec. Let me switch off the overlay on this. Yeah, he's got four damage cards on Ketsu.
C'est lequel celui-là du coup? C'est celui que j'ai touché? 1, 2. Bon, là en fait. Donc c'est celui que tu as touché. Équipe.
There's no afterburners left now.
C'est la première fois que je joue aujourd'hui que j'utilise les segments. Comment? C'est la première fois que j'utilise aujourd'hui les segments. C'est vrai? Oui. Tu m'obliges à faire ça. Bah oui, je t'oblige à faire ça. J'ai fait n'importe quoi, mais tu vas lutter jusqu'au bout. C'est tiens ça. Stress.
And the proton rockets got spent as well because you know, that huge attack he did on the Black Sun on the L337, wasn't it?
Méga bonjour. Combien ça tout ça? encore plus moche sans. Dire que t'es moche de base. Hein. À toi.
So he's got target lock focus, but he's in 3 arcs now. He's hoping he's going to be able to get he's only been able to get 3 damage through on Ketsu. He's hoping to leave her on just 1 hit point this round and tank the 3 shots he's going to receive to try and get her off next round. So looks like he's got 3, 1 and 2 crits, 1 evade, 1 blank. That's a damn. I'm blanking. Damage sensor array, I think. Give me a second here. Damage sensor array. And the second one is a wounded pilot. No, that's a stunned pilot. Sorry. So anyway, 2 more damage cards. Down to 2 hit points. Firing back on Vader. 1 hit, 1 crit. There's an evade and a focus. He's out of force tokens. He's got to take that one. He's going to take a crit. Not sure what he thinks he's going to do about this. Oh, he's got the focus token, right? Okay. But he's gonna get pounded anyway. He's gonna take another hit from range 1 of a Black Sun assassin. Spends the focus to evade the crit. Next one gets a 2 blanks, a focus, and a hit. Re-rolls the 2 blanks with the target lock. Gets another 3 and a 4. He's only got 3 evade dice, right? So 1 goes through. He's got 2 evades and something. 1 damage through. Vader down to 1 hit point now. And they go back to dials. Or was that, did you just use hate? You got hate. I saw him flick over a force token. I figured they'd gone back to dials. Right. Evades with the gas cloud. So Vader down to 1 hit point now. Ketsu down to 2. Back to dials. Ooh-wee. I mean, Fitz is making every effort to bring this game back, and he's not taking it lying down, but it's hard. It's an uphill struggle, man. Far from over. Fitz is making a huge go of it here with Darth Vader, but he's just not been able to capitalize on getting damage through on Ketsu. Now he could maybe pull off a K-turn, slot himself right behind Ketsu, unless Ketsu does some crazy maneuver. is him trying to block off maneuvers from Vader. Black Sun Assassin. Yeah, just trying to block the left and right lanes from Vader here. Not really trying to really capitalize the position, and probably going to take a short maneuver with, looks like a 2 straight. Yeah, just kind of slotting in, hoping to block off all those maneuvers that Vader's going to do, but I think Vader's gone 4K, and I think it should just fit behind Ketsu. Yeah, he's holding up that 4 straight template. And it looks like it didn't fit by the way he's talking. They're going to mark Ketsu. Fitz doesn't like it. He makes it. It looks like he makes it. And escapes that little kill box they were setting up, the little block box they were setting up for him. Giving him a free shot on Ketsu now.
Désolé, j'ai fait en gros comme ça, j'ai fait de la merde.
So here goes. This should take Ketsu off the table.
Non, je fais rien. Vador, fais-toi plaisir.
Blank, blank, blank. Target lock gets spent. Getting a 1, 2, 3, and a blank. And there's blank and focus. She's got no tokens, so she takes those 3 hits. That's a dead Ketsu. Black Sun Assassins now versus Vader. Vader 1 hit point left. Can he possibly use that force to tank through these 2 shots? 2 hits. Spends target lock to reroll a focus on a blank to get 4. And that's game. Fitz gave it a good play. He made every effort to try and pull that game back after losing Rexler. And he got about within it as close as he could have got to actually of winning that game. But yeah, it was just too far of an uphill struggle. So anyway, that's it from round 5 of day 1A from the Grand Championship in France. I might go get an interview with them at the table, but then that'll be it for today, and we'll be back tomorrow morning. What time do we start tomorrow morning? À quelle heure c'est commencé?
C'est là où tu te fous. Je dois le faire en fait. Parce que depuis le début, je dis
9:30.
Je dois faire le boost sur le
La
côté.
9h midi.
Je prends le gabarit et du coup, une fois que le gabarit
So 9:30 tomorrow for day 1B. 5 rounds of X-Wing. Saturday, I think it's something like, well, more than there were today anyway. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it from us, right? We'll sign off as soon as I'm done talking to them, and that'll be it.
Parce qu'il faut que je fasse des tirs, mais sinon en fait je voulais faire le barrel roll sur le côté. Ah, quelle merde.
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie, ouais.
C'est la vie. Oh, you did a really good job of trying to fight it back.
Yeah.
Because
I tried till the end, but too hard against.
Yeah. Was it just that you didn't anticipate that block at all, huh, with Rexler?
I was saying that in my mind it was a 1 bank for the boost.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I took the 1 forward template.
Yeah.
And then when I put the template on the table, I cannot change the...
Okay, right.
because otherwise with the one, I would have done this, and then I passed just behind all the ships.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I put the one.
Romain, félicitations.
Thank you.
Right,
My first championship, my
Yeah?
first scam,
your first Grand
and
Championship.
then my
your
first stop. My
time,
first stop.
and your first stop, huh? So we have
I'm
to
looking
wait.
at the first.
We have to wait and see how many people you have to play on Sunday, right?
They talk about 50.
50 tomorrow.
Yeah.
So 55 rounds. Yeah, maybe like 10. So top 16 type sort of thing.
I think something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. It was a good game. It was a good game. It's a shame.
Thank you.
Okay. But you're going to World Championship already, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. And maybe you now as well. Who knows?
Maybe.
I don't think you're going to this one though. Maybe the next
No, maybe
one.
the next one.
We'll have to wait and see. Okay. The slip. Fill out the slip.
Ouais. Faut remplir le papier. J'en sais rien.